What's happening, guys? It's Gavin from Car Buying Guru. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about car finance, obviously, but more importantly, I'm going to talk to you guys about settling your car finance early. It's something that I'm asked about all the time, at least once a week anyway. Someone asked me how do they get out of their car finance early. So I'm just going to give you a bit of insight on how you can do that, some of the more traditional ways. There are different things that you can look into, like voluntary termination, for instance. I'm not going to go into that today because it is quite detailed and I'm trying to keep these videos short and concise. But if you do want to ask me about things like that, you can get in touch with us on social media. So Instagram at Car Buying Guru UK, Facebook at Car Buying Guru UK, Twitter at Car Buying Guru UK. You can DM us, message us, and all that sort of stuff on all them platforms. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can leave a comment below, just ask a question below, and I'll do my best to answer you as promptly as possible. Setting your car finance early is something I recommend to most people, especially if you're in a hire purchase agreement. You can also do it at the PCP. And it's not something that's highly publicized by the finance companies because simple fact is they lose money. Now, the way it works is quite simple. So if you're, say, 3-4 years into a hire purchase agreement, you think you want to change your car early, payments are too high, you're seeing better deals out there, whatever the case may be, what you can do is actually contact the finance company and ask for what they call a settlement figure. And this is a figure that's calculated based on the amount of money you've paid already, on the actual balance you borrowed. So you borrowed 10,000 and you would have paid an X amount of payments up front. So let's say you are 3 years in, you would have paid 36 payments up front. 36 payments at that point of 3 years. And then they also give you a rebate of interest because all your interest for the total amount is divided up into each monthly payment. So obviously if you're paying it off early, they're going to owe you money because they're going to rebate some of the interest you've already paid. So then that will leave what's called a settlement figure, and that's the final amount that you would need to pay on that day, or up to, say, usually up to 28 days, roughly 15 to 28 days after that figure is generated. They'll tell you, look, this is how much you need to pay to settle the agreement, basically. And once you've got that settlement figure, you can call them up. You can pay with a debit card or credit card and just settle it off. Or what I recommend a lot of people do is take the car into a garage and part exchange it. Now, the thing to remember at this point is that if the car is worth more than what you owe, so car's worth 10 grand and you owe the finance company 9 grand, then happy days, you are £1,000 better off. You can use that £1,000 as deposit onto your new car. But there will be some cases where your car's worth 10 grand and you owe the finance company 11 grand, which means you're actually going to have to pay £1,000, or, which I don't recommend, roll that £1,000 debt onto your new car. So just be wary of that. But if you are in a position where your car's worth more than what you owe, then by all means, I would say go for it, crack on, and get your new car sorted. But you don't have to wait till you are in that position necessarily. If you are someone that wants to own your car outright, so you are on a hire purchase agreement and you're looking to own your car outright, one thing I say to all my customers that are on a HP agreement is pay it off as quickly as possible. Now, it's weird, but a lot of banks are now advertising this service as well, which literally a couple months ago, I sold a car to a gentleman. I sold a Ford Focus to him, and I was trying to explain this to him, how this works, but I couldn't find the information anywhere on the internet. But all of a sudden, Barclays did the advert with Simon Cowell, you might have seen. I know Santander have done something, Van and Deck, I believe, with their early payment calculator. And all it means is that you make bulk payments or lump sum payments throughout the duration of your contract. It actually reduces the amount of interest that you pay in total. Simple maths again, if you borrow £10,000 and you're paying, I don't know, £200 a month or whatever, but you get a bonus from work, or you get a nice, very nice Christmas present, you can take that £1,000 that you may get as a bonus, for instance, and put that down towards your actual total loan amount, pay it off a bit early, and that will reduce your interest overall. You don't have to pay the full balance, and you don't have to get a settlement figure and all that stuff. You can literally just call up the finance company and say, look, I want to pay a chunk of my finance off, and you can do that periodically. And again, if you're able to pay £300 but you're already committed to paying £200, you can literally call up once a month and pay £100. It'll pay it off quicker, you'll pay less interest, and like I said, it's something that the banks are now pushing and making quite popular. They mainly focusing on mortgages, but the same thing applies with car finance. So yeah, it's something I would recommend you doing if you are in a hire purchase agreement now. Like I said, there's loads of other caveats and there's loads of other ways of getting at your car finance, but that's the main one that apply to the majority of people watching this and applies to the majority of people that I speak to on a daily basis regarding getting out your car early, sorry. But if you do have any questions, like I said, get in touch with us on all our social medias. Hope you enjoy the video. It's going to keep on trying to give you value. So please, if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, follow us, like our page, share wherever to anyone you think is going to benefit from this information. Also, remember, the Car Buying Guru ebook written by myself. So you want to buy a car is available. It's completely free. It's got more information like the stuff I'm putting in these videos. You can download it from our website. There's going to be a link in the comment section below, or if you're watching this on IGTV, it'll be a link in the bio, Car Buying Guru UK bio. You can download it for free. The information's there, and it will literally tell you step by step how you can buy a car. If you do want us to do the work for you and help you through the car buying process, you can do by simply getting in touch with us on all our social medias. Yeah, it's Gavin from Car Buying Guru. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your day.